Hey everyone, in this video we're going to go over the answer key to Chapter 4's Grammar Exercises in the Road to Latin textbook. Now, like I always tell you in these videos, if you want to see the grammar from this chapter, or even the practice problems in just a different way, feel free to check out Nova Latin. You can find this exercise. You can also find a bunch more, including sort of a set of Magistrula exercises where you can get as much practice as you possibly want. It's all set up for you. You can find the grammar notes there too. It's just a way to kind of bring the chapter to life in a different way. So I'd always encourage you to go check it out. Now, before we dive in, use this video as sort of a double check of your own work. So before you watch the rest of the video, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have the grammar under control. You've read through all the notes. You've watched the videos. You've read through the stories, right? You've practiced it a little bit. And now you should be coming back just to brush up your skills and make sure that you're on the right track. Okay, so you always want to do that first. You want to practice, struggle with it a little, and then watch this video just to see where you are. And if you're not getting them the same way that I am, go back and try to figure out where you're going wrong and kind of piece it all together so that you can end up in the same place as I am. Okay, so if you haven't done that yet, pause the video, go do it. But otherwise, for the rest of it, we're going to go through the six problems in this exercise and go over the answers. Okay. So grammar exercise 1 starts like this. You have filiae agricole blank sunt laetae. Now here you already have the word filiae, right? So the main idea is filiae sunt laetae. The daughters rather are happy. Now the word agricola, it's not going to be the subject because I already have one, right? Filiae is working as the subject. And since filiae is plural, we have a plural verb sunt. So instead, this is going to be genitive, okay? Now, in the practice problem, it listed as being plural, right? Which is why I wrote it as agricolarum. Okay, so you're saying the daughters of the farmers are happy. The only reason I knew that is because the textbook tells you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to know just by looking at the sentence itself, right? So technically, it could be filiae agricolae if you wanted to, the daughters of the farmer. But here, since they've marked it plural, go with genitive plural using the arum ending. Okay. In number 2, we have villa tuli blank est pulchra. Again, villa is functioning as my subject. That's all it can be with that a ending. So the main idea is villa est pulchra. The house is beautiful. So Tulia here is going to be genitive again. I'm saying that the house belongs to her. And since there's only one of her, it's going to be singular, right? Tuliae. So the house of Tulia is beautiful. In number 3, we have statua famine blank, Roman blank est magna. Okay, so again, we already have a subject with statua. So the main idea is statua est magna. The statue is large. So we have the word for Roman and woman. What are they doing in the sentence? Okay, well, we already have a subject, so it's not going to fit. There's no need for a direct object. It's going to be genitive again. Okay, and you're saying the statue of the Roman woman, femina Romanae, is large, right? I'm just saying that the statue belongs to the woman. Now, again, you might be wondering how I knew it was only one woman. It's because the textbook tells you this, right? The SING, singular, right, is telling you to use the genitive singular ending. Otherwise, again, you're not entirely sure. It could be the statue of Roman women, plural, but we've made it singular, so you go with that, okay? In number 4, you have casa ancil blank, dominam delecta. So the subject here is casa. It has to be because it has the A ending. So what is the hut doing? The verb is delectat, right? And singular because we have a singular subject. So you're saying the hut delights, okay? Who or what does the hut delight? Dominum. That's my accusative direct object. So my main idea is the hut delights the mistress, okay? So what is ancula doing here? Well, again, it's going to be genitive, right? You're trying to say the hut of the women. And again, in the textbook, this is marked with a PL, meaning plural. So it's going to be the hut of the slave women, plural, delights the mistress, ancillarum. Now in number 5, you have ancilla corbulam markel blank porta, okay? Same logic applies. I already have a subject with ancilla. I know that because it ends in an A, so that's all it can be is just noun or singular. Plus I have my singular verb. They match up. So the main sentence is ancilla corbulam portat, right? The slave woman carries portat, the corbulam, the basket, right? The little basket. So what is Marcella doing here? Again, it's showing possession. I'm trying to say that the basket belongs to Marcella. And since there's only one Marcella in our story, it's going to be AE, that genitive singular. So it's ancilla corbulam Marcellae portat, right? The slave woman carries the basket of Marcella. Now the last one, number 6, you have corbula est plena ros blank. Okay, so the subject here is corbula. Again, you can tell by the A ending, it has to be nominative singular. That's my subject. I also have the verb est, which is singular. It all matches up. So the main idea is corbula est plena. The basket is full. Now I have the word for rose here, rosa, and the question is, what do I do with it? Well, the only thing that makes sense is to go with a genitive. It's full of something. Okay. Now, here you might be wondering how you can tell if it's singular or plural because it's not marked in the book. It's going to be plural because you can't be full of one rose. That doesn't really make sense to have one flower filling a basket. So this is more like just using common sense and some context clues to figure out that you need more than one rose to fill up the corbula. So it's going to be rosarum, right? It's genitive plural. So corbula est plena rosarum. The basket is full of roses. Okay, so the main idea in chapter 4, again, is working our way through genitive case to try to show possession and getting used to those endings. That's what you're seeing in these 6 exercises. You're just seeing a lot of uses of genitive. So keep working at it. Hopefully this made sense. If you have any questions at all, again, feel free to put them in the comments below. I'm always happy to help you. But otherwise, keep practicing. Do this exercise, do the Magistruli I linked, and you'll get as much practice as you can handle on genitive, and you should feel really good. If you made it through all 6 of these and you got all your answers right, you can feel pretty confident that you're on the right track. Good luck.